Money Day, guys and girls, what's going on? If you're now here tuned in with Vel, you're locked in and you're learning with Vel. Now look, you guys have probably seen by the thumbnail that Emirates, the official airline for the United Arab Emirates, have now announced their collaboration with Crypto.com, which means that they're going to be accepting payments via they're going to be accepting crypto payments, more specifically Bitcoin payments, for their flights. Now, this is going to open a whole can of worms. But most importantly, before I go into the ups and downs, let's stick mainly to the positives and talk about how this is going to positively impact the foreign exchange market, how it will positively impact the financial markets in its entirety. Because essentially, guys, we all understand that fintech is evolutionizing the way that normal traditional business is getting done. We understand this, right? And this is actually a further case to remind you guys about the mass adoption of cryptocurrency, more specifically digital currency, and where this is going to be taking us as an economy, as a futuristic society, and really show you guys what's more to come. Okay, this is actually showing you guys what more is to come. If an airline such as Emirates, which is the largest, which is the one of the largest airline companies in the world, if they've now adapted Bitcoin as being a potential payment option, then what does that say about other airline companies? What does that say about vehicle companies? What does that say about retail companies, about every type of industry you could name? Okay, we've just now gone into the airline space and we're about to dominate that. Imagine what we're going to do with other spaces, guys. So, this is a real early reminder to show you guys, if you're not yet invested into Bitcoin or into cryptos, now is still a good time. If you're looking at the perspective of having this asset for over 10 to 15 years, don't buy into this today thinking that you're going to double your money tomorrow. That is not what's happening here, okay? What is happening here is we are understanding that by purchasing crypto today, we can potentially have a better tomorrow and a better 5 to 10, 15 years time. So just to break down exactly what I'm talking about, what we're seeing here, it's official, okay? It says here, this title, is the UAE taking over the US in crypto? Now, Emirates Bitcoin deal puts the UAE in lead for 2025. That's right. The UAE is currently running the race for fintech revolution, for cryptocurrency, for mass adoption, into changing the way how finances is done and also reviewed. Okay, now it says here, Dubai's new flight plan for crypto. On the 9th of July, which is today, Emirates Airline officially signed a deal with Crypto.com to roll out crypto payments for flights and services. Now, this major announcement signals a new chapter for Dubai, where crypto regulation, mainstream utility, and global visibility now work hand in hand. Bitcoin adoption takes off now. Real world use. Travelers will soon use Bitcoin to book flights, upgrades, and more. This is going to be crazy, okay? The reason why this is going to be crazy is because there's a good side to crypto and there's a bad side to crypto. So you can bet your bottom dollar, guys, for all of you who got your money, all my trappers who've got their money in crypto, and you ain't been able to cash it into your banks, and you ain't been able to really use the money for anything valuable. Now's your moment. Now is your moment. Now is your moment. For all my USDT holders, now's your moment. We simply click, drop, switch, and now we're flying first class of Emirates. Yeah, so there's going to be a lot of chances now for really people to use their crypto, which, there's going to be pluses and there's going to be negatives. And I say that because essentially a company like Emirates is just now opening up their pool for revenue. When you really think about this, all they're simply saying now is, yeah, okay, how can we maximize our revenue? And we can do that by taking crypto payments. That probably unlocks a whole other portion of customers. And, some customers may be legitimate, some customers may not be. But nonetheless, money is money, and that's how these guys are seeing it. So credits to them. Of course, I'm a resident of Dubai, so I can't really complain, It says here, mass exposure. With Emirates flying to over 150 global destinations, millions will be exposed to daily Bitcoin use. What do you think the price is going to do, my guys and girls? So when I've told you guys before in the past, Bitcoin can hit 300K, 400K, and some people have doubted these questions or these thoughts or these analysis that I've had. But guys, you need to really understand, right? Right now, we're not really at an early stage of adoption when it comes to Bitcoin. Not really, right? You can't go into the bank and say, hey, I've got Bitcoin. Can I change this Bitcoin for cash? You can't do that, right? You can't go into a restaurant right now, into a McDonald's or into a cheesecake factory. You know, you can't go into any big name branded franchised restaurants right now and use Bitcoin. Okay, so the mass adoption hasn't yet taken full swing. But when it does go into full effect, guys, the all-time high currently as it stands is 112K, and we're sitting around 109 at the moment. So, you know, when we do get the mass adoption, we have to really think about how we could see higher prices really being achieved. And look, guys, we've kind of danced around here over the past year, but I need you guys to really understand something here, right? If we get a push up and we push up into the 117, 120K mark, right? We can now use this base here as a potential new floor. Okay, we can use the 112 to 115K mark as a new floor, but essentially, guys, you can't ignore the fact that with more and more adoption coming into the markets, prices have to go higher, guys. They have to go higher, right? When I first got into gold was around 1350, guys, 1350. Imagine that. And I sat on a call one time with this guy who told me, yeah, gold is going to break above 1750. And these are the times when gold had never done that. I just had to laugh at the guy. Me and Jacob, we both laughed at him and said, this guy is fucking clueless, right? Look where gold is at today. Okay, so if we can keep going back now, we got to go back to like 2017. 2017, when I was looking at gold, you can see here gold trading around $1,000 mark. That's 2015. Here, 2017. Where are we here? Okay, yep, $1,200. Yep, 1350. Yep, here we are. Here, look, these were the highs. These were the highs, guys. Right? Price came down. It trickled down a lot lower. But long story short, at this point in time, the highest price had ever been was back in 2011. Okay, 2011 was at 1920. 2011. I wasn't trading in 2011, guys. That was a bit before my time, right? So when I was trading gold, all I ever saw was gold hovering around the $1,000 to $1,360 an ounce. That was, or 77, you can see here. This was the range it was in. And then 1 year, boom, 2019, just before COVID, we started really getting the rockets. Prices started pushing. And look, you can see up here, this was the high, 1920. Price came up to 2000. We thought 2000 was going to be a major move, right? Then I remember in February, we had a massive short here in February, January, February, March. It was around here. Where was it? Here. We had a massive short here. This short took us down from 2000 all the way back down to 1600. This was a colossal short. Gave this out inside my community. Or was it over here? Could have been over here. Maybe it was over here. This short was crazy, guys, okay? This short was monumental, right? But we're not here to talk about past trades. We're here to talk about the fact that what gold has done from going over to 2000 to coming back down to 1600, it's then climbed all the way up, guys, to 3500. Gold has been around a lot longer than Bitcoin. So I'm saying this to you, for all the non-believers to understand, give Bitcoin 15 years more. Give Bitcoin 20 years. Give Bitcoin 10 years worth of more development inside of the financial space. Give Bitcoin 10 years more regarding more influencers, more traders, more regulations coming into this space, more revenue being brought into this space by new customers. New customers meaning people that don't trade, people that don't look at the markets, people that maybe just have a savings account and have decided to put money into a crypto performing asset, right? This mass adoption is going to be big for cryptocurrency. It's going to be huge for Bitcoin. So I'm going to be telling you guys this once and once only, right? Bitcoin, especially when we look at this on the quarterly chart here. I'm not saying we can't get pullbacks, but for those of you who remember, let me know in the comment section if you've been involved in Bitcoin since we was really in the depths of hell, okay? In the depths where we wasn't even breaking above 3K. I got into Bitcoin when it was at 500 euros. If I had held it from then, I probably wouldn't be here today, but that's my story and I'm proud of it, okay? I've seen Bitcoin go from 500 euros a coin to where it is now. So I'm telling you this as a man who didn't take my own advice, as a man who didn't see Bitcoin going to where it is today, but I see it. I tell you, don't make my mistake, guys, because 10 years will pass you by. Look at this year. Already we're 7 months into this year. It feels like this year just started and we're 7 months in. We got 4 months left of the 5 months left of the year. It's crazy. We got 5 months left of the year. So Bitcoin is definitely it has to be something that you guys believe in. It has to be something you believe in over the long term. It's not an investment vehicle that I'm telling you guys to be purchasing and expecting to make a crazy return overnight. It's not that. That moment has gone, right? That moment has gone. When prices was down here in and around these areas, these were the times for you to be getting and making crazy returns. Now you need for Bitcoin to go from 100K to 200K just to double your money. It's gone. Those times aren't going to be as easy. They're not going to, unless you've got a huge amount of capital, it's not really going to be the most wisest thing to do. But what it is going to be doing for those who are investing maybe every time they get paid is it's going to give you guys pretty much like what a stock or share would give you, right? It's going to give you some capital appreciation. It's going to give you guys some profit to be able to withdraw a lot more frequently than your stocks or shares would. And ultimately, guys, it's going to put you in a proper position where you can actually start to understand now why Bitcoin, or whichever current, let's just stick with Bitcoin. It's going to help you understand why Bitcoin will be significant in the years to come, because from 2017 to 2025, okay, within a 7-year period, we've seen Bitcoin really, an 8-year period, we've seen Bitcoin go from 7K, 15K to almost 115K. Okay, it's really important for you guys to understand this structure right now is nothing but bullish. It's nothing but bullish. Okay, will we get pullbacks? Yeah, we probably will. But my point is, I'm looking for a short, if I'm honest with you guys. For those who are inside my trading community, I actually do want to get a short on this trade. So I'm not saying that right now we're going to be going to the moon. But what I'm saying is over the long run, guys, if you're investing into this as a physical investment, meaning you're not trying to trade it speculatively, you're not trading BTC USD, you're just buying Bitcoin. If you're buying Bitcoin on an investment platform, I strongly would encourage you guys to do so. Okay, the Twitter space is blowing up. Everyone's saying, I mean, look at this, bro, this is wild. Emirates now accepting free Bitcoin and crypto for flights is peak euphoria. This will only push the prices up, guys. This will only push the prices up. Imagine what this is going to do for Bitcoin. Imagine giving one of these beautiful ladies a tip via Bitcoin, telling them, send me your wallet address. Send me your wallet, I'm going to give you a tip. Guys, the adoption is crazy. The adoption is one for the future, and the future is here. You know, they used to say the future is bright, the future is orange. The future is here right now. Bitcoin is taking over the financial space. It's been taking over the financial space. Whilst a lot of us have been sitting around waiting for XRP to do this and do that, Bitcoin has been making its moves, and now it's coming into mainstream regulation, mainstream adoption. This is a short video, and it's just to remind you guys that if you haven't thought about purchasing Bitcoin, if you haven't thought about learning how to trade, now is your time. With that being said, don't forget to like, subscribe. You know the vibes, it's lit side.